Capricorn, welcome to Grounded Oracles. If this is your first time here, you are truly welcome. If you are returning, know how much I appreciate you and know that you are prayed for daily. So let's see what Spirit has in store for our message today for Capricorn. If you come across this message, Cap, then there's something in here for you, no matter how small. So be really patient, be open. Be hopeful that you'll get some sort of confirmation, affirmation, direction, inspiration. And trust Spirit to show you, what does Capricorn need to know about their current situation, about what they're currently going through. Okay, look at this one. So Cap, I was meditating over the Three of Swords card, which came out for you during my shuffle pre-meditation time. And my eyes were really drawn to the drizzle in the background. And a lot of times when people get the Three of Swords, it feels like it's this groaning energy, like, oh God, here we go again. We're healing. Haven't I gone through this before? This is getting redundant, but we always have things to shed. We always have things we need to heal from. And I believe this is more about you allowing soothing, allowing people to care for you, soothing yourself even, allowing Spirit to soothe you during your times of anguish, during your times of being confused, of needing clarity. There's something you need to allow to wash over you so that you can allow the morning sun to come in, because this is taking place during the night. We have the moon out, it's covered by clouds. So there's some things done in darkness or things that happen at night, which makes our fears and our distractions, our disturbances seem more enhanced. And so we need to allow Spirit, your higher self, to guide you, to soothe you. There's a little bit of reluctance to let something or some things go. This could be perception. This could be an actual situation that you have started the process, but there's some lingering pieces that need to go because it's over with. It's over with. And while you need to allow yourself time to grieve and let things go, there also needs to be a willingness that in letting it go is allowing the sun to come in. It's allowing Spirit to come in to give you something new, something better. Okay, so what else does Cap need to know about their situation? Okay, I feel like this one, and I feel like this one. All right, so first of all, we have the Five of Wands. So we've had that tug of war. You know, this for some of you can be about this not wanting to let something go. Probably something that meant a great deal to you, or someone that meant a great deal to you. It could even be for some of you like a dream you had, a wish or hope that you had, and it wasn't going the way you envisioned it, right? We get in our heads about even our daydreams. We may have vision boards. We may have, practicing manifestation if that's what you believe you need to do, setting intentions even. And we get those things in our mind's eye, but we also have to release it and not grasp onto it so hard, because we've got to allow Spirit to bring it in the way that we need it. So we need to dream, we need to hope, we need to go after those things and believe the best and not focus on this Three of Swords energy. But in that, we can hang on so tight that it can be a tug of war with our mind and our heart. So we do need to be willing to let things go, or even be willing, like want to be willing. That's an energy that is moving in the right direction so that you have less chaos and confusion within you. Okay, because there is some sort of motivation, inspiration here that you want to take action on, but you're being held back either by this tug of war in your mind, I'm feeling like a duality of like either yes or no, or this way or that way, when there may be a third or fourth option. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get the Seven of Cups, but we'll see. I'm kind of feeling like there's a lot of options there. For some of you, you've kind of experienced and gone through a lot of those options, and you may have narrowed it down to 2 or 3, and you feel like you have to make one of these decisions, but there's no hurry in this decision. So some of that can be self-imposed, feeling like you have to hurry up and make a decision. Okay, I'm getting from that. Second, we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so we have advancement along the fire energy here, the fire signs. We have growth, right? So it feels like you are leaning in a direction of making a decision, but there's still some things that you need to work out. You're starting to make a plan. You're starting to try to look at it from different perspectives, but there's still kind of this standoffishness, this unwillingness to see the whole picture. So what is it, Cap, that you've got going on in your mind about this decision that you need to make? What's keeping you from making this final decision? Okay, let's see what else Spirit's got for us. Okay, and then, okay, we have the Nine of Cups. All right, so we definitely have that progression towards our wish fulfillment. But I'm really feeling like this is in your head, in your dreams. This is the life that you've wanted, and I'm feeling like you're not quite sure how to get there. That you're dreaming of this, that you're daydreaming of this with some hesitation, with some doubt, and that is really getting in the way, okay? Which I'm really just feeling like coming back to this, that this Five of Cups is this, whether or not you should believe or whether or not you should doubt, right? This back and forth, instead of dreaming and hoping and then letting it go to show up in the form that Spirit has for you, for what you need, within what you want, but in a way that you need. Okay. Very strong. Okay. And then lastly, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so wow, we have 2 nines here, right? So the end of a cycle, the end of completion, near getting what it is that you want. This is where you want to be. You want to be in your wish fulfillment. You want things, of course, to go to the way that you want so that you can experience the kind of life that you want. I feel like you really know what you want, but in some instances, it's like you're almost afraid to admit it. It's almost afraid that to claim ownership with this, to claim what it is that you want. So some of you really need to speak this out loud, journal it, write it down, voice record it. Like there's a lot of great couple apps you can get on your iPhone, on your smartphone, that you can record yourself. Do some journal entries with affirmations, but also with what it is that you're dreaming and hoping for, in a space of hope, in a space of inspiration, okay? Not this Three of Swords energy. So try to take some time and meditate. Try to take some time to journal and get those fears out. I like to write things out and then burn them, right? Like in this, doesn't have to be in this type of ritual, but in a way that allows me to release it. Like I've written it down, especially if you feel like you don't have privacy, right? I've been through instances in my life where I wrote things down and people have read them. And so my privacy was violated. So for a lot of years, it took me a lot of time to feel comfortable to write things down. I'm still not there yet, but I'm working on it. But writing things down and then burning it is a way of getting it out there, voicing it out there, and then letting it go, okay? Let the ashes fall where they may. And for some of you, it might be about forgiving someone or situation or yourself. So you want to write a letter, and you can write a letter to yourself too, your past self, your future self, whatever it is, to kind of get these things to the surface and deal with them and let them go. It's not something you have to mail. You can let it go. All right. But I am feeling, Cap, that this Three of Swords energy that came up pre-shuffle here, that there's maybe some fear. Maybe this has happened to you before. You've dreamt big. You had hopes. You thought that that relationship was going to last forever. You thought that that business was going to take off. You thought that dream job was always going to inspire you, and you feel let down. Like maybe you let yourself down. You let people in and they hurt you. And you're afraid to really go after what you want, that it's going to be a repeat of what you went through. Okay. All right. Feeling like we need to get a little bit more information about what advice or guidance Spirit has for you besides trying to let things go. Sometimes I feel like we hear that way too much. Just let it go. Just let it go. Right? If things were that easy, like a light switch, we would do it. Okay. What does Capricorn need to know for their guidance? What advice and guidance do you have? I feel like that one and that one. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups. Wow. Okay, so don't be afraid to dream, right? Picture what it is that you want, but don't put your eggs in one basket, right? Don't hang on to it that it has to go a certain way, that you have an expectation. Hold that loosely, okay? It's okay to be specific in what you want, but sometimes we do want things that aren't always good for us, and we do want things to look a certain way because we've seen it on social media, or we have read about it somewhere, or someone we admire has those things and we want that, but it is always going to look a little different for each person because you'll experience things differently. Your life is going to look different. So dream, make your vision board, but hold that loosely as to what it's got to look like. Okay, and then we also have the High Priestess. Yeah, okay. So this is really about learning to trust yourself and trust your intuition. And when we really want something, or we're really anxious, it's not going to happen a certain way, we can kind of ignore our intuition, right? And it's really important that we feel like we're in alignment. So what does that mean? That means that we are open, willing, and available for things to go a little bit differently, or it might be on a different timeline that we want. Doesn't mean we aren't going to get what we want, but in the end, that's not everything that matters, right? What matters is learning to really love yourself where you're at, love the people around you in as unconditional of a way as possible. That is the way to try to live your life while you're waiting for these wonderful things to happen, because life is still happens, right? I've done some series on what you're doing on your road to abundance. Yes, we can dream and we can manifest, and however it is that you feel like you are called to go after those things that you want, there's still a waiting period, right? There's still a time and a place that it's meant to find us. You don't want to push something. You don't want to push on a door that's locked. It will open, or the key will be given to you when it's the right time. Okay? All right, that's beautiful, Cat. So learn to trust your intuition. Trust spirit. So while you're waiting in your healing, while you're waiting for your 10 of Cups here, deepen your relationship with yourself and with spirit. There is always a deeper level that you can go. So when you think there's nothing else to learn, then that's the time where you need to really learn more, right? Because we don't just arrive here, right? In this human existence, we don't just arrive. We're not perfect. We're a work in progress continually. So become comfortable being uncomfortable. And that's hard. That's hard. But leaning into your intuition, some of you may want to seek some, like a spiritual mentor of some kind, not to tell you what to do, not to even validate you, but to help you see those things within yourself that maybe you're not willing to see. And it gives you somebody to talk to run things by as you are building confidence and trust within yourself. Okay, now we're going to close with a healing card from the Law of Positivism Healing Oracle, of something that's going to ground you, a healing practice that you may find helpful at this time, Cap. So I encourage you to keep dreaming, right? Dream big. Oh, actually, you might not be able to see it. All right, what does Capricorn need to know? What would be a helpful grounding technique, healing technique to try? Okay, I feel like this one. All right. And we have number 49. Life is a dream within a dream. That's beautiful. That is saying enjoy your life while you're dreaming for more, right? We don't want to, as Capricorns, we can tend to kind of be so task and goal oriented. We're going after the next thing and the next thing. And we really need to be mindful to enjoy the present moment, to be with the people that we love, to learn to be with ourselves, to be with spirit, right? To shed light on those things that are right in front of us because they're beautiful miracles right as they are, right? So try to be mindful, try to ground yourself, basically just being really aware of who you are within your situation and not being distracted by media, your phone, anything that might take your attention off the current moment, whether or not you're doing dishes or you're talking to your best friend. So really try to be in the moment and enjoy it and allow that healing to come when you're ready. Okay, thanks, Cap. If you liked anything in this, you got anything at all, message, affirmation, I encourage you to hit like, hit subscribe so this can get out to others. And Cap, I hope you have a great day and stay grounded.